Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal.
Now, so she would have been a gift to the Democrats, the same way that, you know, she might be a gift to the Republicans. Donald Trump is a gift to the Democrats. Like, they're both divisive figures. We have to accept that. No one's going to love everything about both of them. But if a poll amongst Democrats would reveal that she's the person they would most vote for, then she would definitely be a gift to the Democrats. Absolutely.
This is what people said about Jeremy Corbyn, and he was very popular among the Labour membership, but then when he went to the polls in 2019, he got hammered, and that's the honest truth of it. And the reason is because he appealed internally, but he didn't appeal externally. And the polling shows that Meghan is the same. She appeals to Democrats, but then outside of that core Democrat base, she's a divisive figure who people don't warm to, unfortunately.
Right.
Newsflash, Jack Royston, even the core Democrats don't like her. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good-looking friends. We can all breathe a sigh of relief for the next 13 months as we know that Meghan will not be filling this interim seat. Gavin Newsom has appointed someone else more qualified than Meghan Markle, and the world has been rejoicing. So, does that mean Meghan's dreams of becoming senator are over? No, I don't think so. I think Meghan will continue to keep trying, and I do believe that this snub will add fuel to her fight in showing people, see, I can be senator and people really do like me. We all know that Meghan will have to try and prove herself and see this more as a challenge and get herself fired up for running possibly in 2024. Now, while Meghan may think she has a shot in 2024, I think the rest of the world and the public realize that no, this woman is the biggest joke alive. And more people have been speaking out over the last couple days about how they feel or their thoughts about Meghan potentially becoming a senator. So in this video, I want to show you what people have been saying online in reaction to the potential of this happening, which we all know is not happening anymore, but the comments have been actually quite hysterical. So let's have some fun. We begin with this meme of Meghan Markle wearing a pizza dough on her head. Of course, it would always be about Meghan. And this was before the news came out about the replacement for the seat. Yes, people were not taking this seriously. This next one by Shadow Self says, Senator Meghan Markle? LOL. She has as much business being a senator as a toddler has being a Harvard grad. Now, I've always said this. Don't be surprised if we hear Meghan being honored by one of these woke schools now, like Stanford, giving her like an honorary doctorate. And the way that she would get it is just like with every other award by purchasing it, maybe giving a large sum of money to the school in exchange for this honorary title, just so she could appear as if she's smart. Oh, it's a given that she has thought about or dreamed about giving a commencement speech, just like how Hillary Clinton did at NYU. Shadow Bear 15 says, in quotes, I deserve to be senator because I F the ginger. Meghan Markle's application letter. Oh, as we know, Meghan likes to write letters. I can only imagine what this letter to Gavin Newsom must have looked like. Dear Governor Newsom, when I was 11 years old, you know where that's going. And of course, she would sign it, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Oh, and it's a given that those words that she puts in rotation, like layers and service and compassion, as well as ethos and reckoning, they'll all get scrambled in there to form some word salad letter to Gavin Newsom. We can bet on that. The girl is literally a zero-trick pony. Not even a one-trick pony, a zero-trick pony. Next up, Kyla Sharp says, she's opened cases of money. She should fit right in. I truly believe that California is really relieved. Linda Scale says, hopefully the new California senator won't be any worse than Meghan Markle. Ouch. Now, this Twitter user, Elizabeth, adds a serious dose of truth, and she writes, ever-failing jackass, Meghan Markle had 5 minutes of fame yesterday when she actually thought she could become a U.S. senator. She fails at everything. Or how about this honest Twitter user, Mehdi, saying Meghan Markle skirts around all interview questions. She reads off a script in multiple interviews. When it comes to the crunch, she does not have the qualifications or knowledge to make it as a senator. She knows buzzwords and flatteries, but real substance, she has none. True that. The woman is a self professed fraud. Now, this was one of the best tweets that I've seen calling out Meghan's foolery in thinking that she has a chance at becoming senator. And Cher says, absolutely not. Here's what will happen. If Meghan Markle gets elected, she will work for a total of 70 days. Laziness will set in. She will then say she wants privacy and that she's moving to Monaco, but she still wants to remain a senator. At that point, the US government will say no, she cannot move to Monaco and still be a US senator. Meghan will then cry, racism! She will leak things to the press describing all racism she endured from other senators on Capitol Hill. She will say they all came against her, no doubt. She will then step down and move to Monaco, where she will write a book called Spare Two. She will film a show for Netflix to make money, as Monaco is expensive, called Meghan and Harry Fighting the US Constitution. Meghan, please, for the love of all that's good and holy, go back to the royal family. Hashtag Meghan Markle is a con artist. Hashtag Harry and Meghan. Well, I don't think the royal family wants her back, nor do I think the UK wants her back. So they're going to have to find somewhere else to go because the UK doesn't want her. The US doesn't want her. Maybe Nigeria at this moment will babysit her? Possibly. I believe. I believe Gavin Newsom did block Meghan's phone number and would not take her calls. Molly's mama says Meghan Markle's long shot replacement for California Senator DIANE. Word has it many of the Democratic Party do not want Megsy. She'd do 13 months, get her foot in the door for POTUS. Candace Owens would crumble Markle. She'd have to relinquish royal titles, Harry as well. Now, for those that haven't seen Sue Me's video from yesterday, not only would she have to relinquish the titles, but also have to declare all the gifts and money that had been received from the royal family, which I think could be a sticking point and completely ban her from being able to hold a position of office in government. Giving back money that came from the royal family most likely will be the stopgap for her because we all know she's a greedy, money hungry, you know what I'm saying. If you haven't seen Sumi's video from last night, I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth the watch. I'll go ahead and link it down below in my description box. Definitely go check it out. Continuing on about Meghan's strong work ethic. Now, forgive me, I've tried to read this tweet several times over in this normal narrated voice that I have, but it just was not working. And to me, it felt as if she would have some type of southern draw. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in order for it to flow. So here goes. Making Meghan Markle senator would be as dumb as making Kamala vice president was. She ain't gonna never come to work. She's gonna bitch about racism and sexism every time you criticize her. And she only gonna use that office to stir up more racist hatred. I encourage you guys to pause this and read this for yourself straight and see if you can make it through without feeling disconnected or fragmented. I put this up there because the essence of what she's saying is 100% correct. Now, this next one comes from a parody account making fun of Meghan. And Duchess Moaning Sparkle writes, Harry has always had the ambition to be a senator's spouse. I will work tirelessly to make his dreams come true. Family first. You see, this is pointing out the beta male that Harry has become, as well as the hypocrisy of Meghan toting family when she decimated two families on her own. So, yeah, people do not think very highly of her being any type of fit to run for political office of the United States. We actually do still care about the family despite people like Meghan trying to break it down. Funny enough, there are these dumb degenerates that worship and follow Meghan as the next messiah, such as this one. Like dummy Brittany by saying, I'm voting for Meghan Markle if she is elected for Senate. I believe that that's what's in the works. I saw an interview of hers where she is being asked if she would run for Senate. She said she would. It would be senator for the state of California. with all commas inserted in places where they shouldn't be inserted. Grammar and literacy of the sugars right here, folks. Or how about this stupid one? Canadian Meghan Markle considers run for office. Canadian Duchess of Sussex's name is in the frame to fill Californian Senator DIANE Feinstein's seat after Senator died age 90. Do you see how dumb Meghan's fans are? Like, seriously, there's no wonder why they're so easily manipulated to think that this woman is Canadian and can run for an American government office. Like, how stupid are these people? These stupid morons that believe everything that this woman says just shows how low IQ they are. And we can't help it. There are a lot of stupid people in this world, unfortunately. Now, sadly, this is the audience that Meghan really appeals to. It's the stupid and gullible people that follow her and worship her. And she knows this and uses it to her advantage. Now, the good news is, ever since Elon Musk had bought Twitter, those sugar loving bots have now sort of disappeared, and you have real opinions like this from Joey Manorino in writing Meghan Markle wants Feinstein's vacant Senate seat. Let's see. She's dishonest. She's narcissistic. She's fake as F. She's an opportunist. She's a race hustler. And half the country hates her. Couldn't be more accurate. And then he says, Meghan Markle saying, I want privacy. Also, Meghan Markle, I'd like to be appointed to the United States Senate. F all the way off. And that's how America feels about Meghan Markle. I think the entire state of California woke up this morning sharing the same sentiment that Jack Montgomery wrote. California has been marked safe from Senator Meghan Markle. I think this is funny because it's not only California, but I think the whole world breathed a sigh of relief this morning when they saw the news. But that doesn't mean that she's never going to run for anything. She still has 13 months to make it look like she is this humanitarian and also continuing to push the agenda. If Meghan doesn't get into Senate here, who's to say that she's not going to go try elsewhere, which we definitely have to keep our eyes close on this. Now, the internet right now has been roasting Meghan Markle, even at the thought of her becoming a senator. She's now seen as a complete joke. Will that turn around in time for the 2024 elections? Who knows? We'll have to see. I mean, what else does Meghan have left? She really has nothing. And if there is a divorce on the way and she ends up shedding that title, she might make it look like she's giving up her title when she might be forced to relinquish it if the divorce does indeed happen. But hey, in the world of Meghan Markle, it's never a dull moment. And be sure we're going to see some type of propaganda come out this week to kind of wash away this negative news and a potential new rebranding. Wait for it, folks. Who knows? She may even drop her stupid blog, which nobody's talking about anymore. It's an ongoing drama and circus with these two. And no doubt, more material for South Park to do that second episode. So I'm looking forward to that. But what do you guys think? I mean, there's hundreds of comments out there. These were only a few that I picked up just to show you that the tide has definitely turned and the temperature around Meghan and Harry has gone south down the toilet. I don't see any coming back from this, but we all know that Meghan's going to continue to keep trying because she does like a challenge. But let me know your thoughts below and definitely check out Sumi's video from last night. But as always, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe and I will talk to you later. Bye.
You're such a fraud.